Hello everybody, welcome to Learn English with Comics, or as I like to call it, LEWiC. The concept of this channel is that I, as a non-native English speaker, will advise you on which comic books to read to actually enjoy yourself, all while improving your English level. As I have a typical French accent, it shouldn't be too hard for you to understand me, but as you can see, I also put subtitles. So this is a long enough introduction. Let's begin with the actual subject of this episode, The Walking Dead. Except if you have lived in the jungle for the past 10 years, surely you know what this comic book is about. And even if you don't, the title says it all. This is about dead who walks, aka zombies. So yeah, something unknown infected everyone, and now everyone who dies actually comes back to life. Skip a few years, the whole world as we know it is gone. The originality, and for me the main point of interest of the book, is that it focuses not so much on the zombies themselves, but more on the characters, their interactions, and their reactions to the new world. And spoiler alert, some characters are way worse than the zombies. The art of The Walking Dead is great, and the black and white contributes greatly to the dark and often grisly world. It also demonstrates really vividly the emotions of the characters. The first volume was done by Tony Moore, and it looks like this. From the second volume to this day, the series is still ongoing, the art is from Charlie Adlard. As you can see, it actually looks quite different. It's even darker with more shadows, so it was a little disturbing going to the second volume, but you get used to it really fast. The Walking Dead is a comic book with a great amount of text for a comic book. This means a lot of text compared to the average Marvel and DC comic books, for example. Consequently, it is not a great comic book if you are beginner to medium level in English, but it is awesome if you are already used to reading in English. If you can, I absolutely advise for this instead of reading the translated version in your native language. Here are 10 chosen words we can learn thanks to The Walking Dead, in volume 1 only. Roamers. It is one of the many names they give to the zombies, so this is actually a synonym for walkers. To roam is to walk without purpose. Sitting ducks. When you are a sitting duck, it means you are an easy target or an easy prey. To whack is to hit strongly with a blunt weapon or with your hand. A blunt weapon is a weapon with no blade, for example, a baseball bat or a shovel. Loot. You know this one if you play video games. To loot is to recover material from either a dead body or an unoccupied place. Don't sweat it means don't mention it. It went without a hitch equals it went without any problem. There's liable to be something equals there's bound to be something equals there will probably be something. A herd is a group of cows. Also, in here, it's a big group of zombies. The associated verb to herd, people, is to direct and regroup people to one place. And tense word, to linger, is to stay when you have to go or to take too much time doing something. Based on all of this, here is my personal assessment of the series. English difficulty, 8 out of 10. Plot, 9 out of 10. Art, 8 out of 10. And fun factor, 3 out of 10. This is clearly not the target here. The major positive point of the series is for me that after more than 100 issues, it still manages to break your heart when a character you really care about dies. And, funny enough, the major negative point is a perfect mirror of the positive point. After more than 100 issues, you begin to not really let yourself care for a character because you know this will break your heart when he eventually dies. Before advising you on what to buy, I have to explain you how the comic books are generally sold in the US. Each month or so, an issue is, well, issued. Once 6 issues are out, they are normally collected in a trade paperback, aka TPB. This can also be called chapter or volume, as I used until now in this video. 2 TPBs make a hardcover, aka HC. This means 12 issues. 4 HC make a compendium. This means a huge book of 48 issues or 6 TPBs. The compendiums are not the most easy to handle, but they definitely are the best deal to begin a long-running series, and for The Walking Dead, 2 compendiums were already published, so I strongly advise starting here. For the price of 3 or 4 TPBs, you've got the equivalent of 6. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. A little contest to conclude. I am sure that I made some English mistakes in this video, so the first person who finds 3 English mistakes in this video will win the first TPB of The Walking Dead in ebook. See you next chapter!